Welcome everyone to today's lecture of transportation problem. Today we will discuss about least cost method. Previously I told you that why we study transportation problem. We need to minimize the total cost of transportation. Now for this there are three methods. We have learnt about northwest corner method. Today we will understand least cost method. At the end of this video, I will tell you that where is the difference between least cost method and northwest corner method. Least cost method, it is very easy to understand. Okay, let's start. These are three stores. These are four stores. These are three factories. You have to supply goods from these factories to these different stores, and the cost of transporting one item is given here. Suppose I am talking about this value. What does this value means? If you want to transport one item from factory 2 to store number 2, how much it will cost? 8. Another example, take this value. If you want to transport one item from factory 1 to store number 2, how much it will cost? 6. Okay, you have understood this. Now let me talk about this demand and supply. Let's first check that whether it is a balanced transportation problem or not. What is the meaning of balanced transportation problem? Demand will be exactly equals to supply. What is the total demand? What is the demand of shop 1? 20. Demand of shop 2? 30. Demand of store number 3? 50. Store 4? 50. So what is the total demand? 50, 50, 100 and 50, it is 150. What is the total supply? Check it. 40, 60, 100, 50, 150. So demand is exactly equals to supply. This is assumption I have told you before, and so the demand is equal to supply. That means it is a balanced transportation problem. Now let's find out the total cost of transportation with the help of least cost method. Okay, first rule of least cost method is that out of these boxes, check the box which has least cost, where the transportation cost is minimum. Least. Which value? Which value? 4. That means if you want to transport one good from factory 1 to shop number 1, it will cost 4 rupees and it is the minimum cost. Okay, you have understood. So least cost method says that start from this box. Okay, so how many goods you are going to supply from factory 1 to store number 1? Tell me. What I have said is that check demand and supply. If the demand is less than the supply, then fulfill all the demands. So I will fulfill all the demands. That means I will put 20. What is the total demand of store number 1? 20. And how much I will put? 20, because the demand is less than the supply. Okay, and these boxes I will cross. Why? Because since the demand is already fulfilled, I will not supply any good from factory 2 to store number 1 and from factory 3 to store number 1. Okay, and also don't forget to cross this because the demand is fulfilled. And also don't forget to write the balance. Initially, how much goods were factory 1 can supply? 40. But now it has given 20. So how many goods left? 20. Okay, very easy. Now least cost methods tells you that in next step, again choose the box which contains least cost, where the transportation cost is least. But now you see one very interesting thing. There is a tie. Here also 6, here also 6, here also 6. Okay, so what to do in this situation? I am writing one rule. So here is the rule. If there is a tie, choose the box whose demand is more. Okay, so there is a tie between this and this. Okay, first check between this and this. Store number 2, what is the demand? 30. Store number 3, what is the demand? 50. So which store I will choose first? I will choose store number 3 first. But again there is a tie. 6 and 6. I have understood that I will not choose this 6. First I will go to store number 3. But still there is a tie between this and this. Now how to break this tie? You can choose arbitrarily now. Okay. First remember this step. Okay. But after that, if you get a tie like this in the same store, then choose arbitrarily. You can first transport goods from factory 2 to store number 3, or you can first transport goods from factory 3 to store number 3. The thing will be same. Okay. In your home you try both the things, okay, and check whether the answer is same or not. So if suppose I am choosing this box, so what is the demand? 50. What is the supply? 60. If the demand is less than the supply, fulfill that demand. Very simple. So how much I will put? 50. Okay. If I put 50, automatically this box cancels out. Why? Because if the demand of store number 3 is fulfilled, then I am not going to supply any good from factory 1 to store number 3 and from factory 3 to store number 3. Okay, you have understood. Now if I ask you what is the demand of store number 3 now at the present moment, it is 0 because it is fulfilled. Okay, and how much goods are left with factory 2? 10 goods. Initially it has 60, it has supplied 50, so how many left? 10. Okay, now least cost method tells you that choose the next lowest box. Of course, now I will move to this 6. Okay, first there was a tie. I have chosen these two. I have chosen this to 6, but I have decided that I will choose this 6 arbitrarily. Now after doing this operation, I will go to this 6. Okay, now this 6 means relation between shop 2 and factory 1. Okay, see the demand and supply. Demand is 30 but supply is only 20. Okay, so how much, what is the maximum value that you can put in this box? 30. No, now you cannot put 30. You can put only 20, because try to understand, factory 1 has only 20 goods with it. How can you give more goods to store number 2 from factory 1? If it has got 20 goods, you have to give 20 goods only. Okay, so what is the demand left? 10. Store number 2 requires 10 more goods. But what is the supply left of factory 1? 0. Factory 1 does not have any goods. So automatically this box cancels out. Why this box cancels out? Because what is the amount of good that factory 1 can supply to store number 4? 0. Because 20, 20, 40. All the supply is over. Now it cannot supply any good to store number 4. Okay. Now next is that, see the box which contains least cost. This and this, which contains least box? 7 and 7. Again there is a tie. But what I have said, if there is a tie, choose the box with whose demand is more. This box and this box, its demand is 10 now and its demand is 50. So first I will fulfill its demand. Okay, understood. Now how many goods I can put in this box is that 10. Though its demand is 50, but I cannot put more than 10 goods, because what is the value left with factory 2? It was 10. So now it is 0. 50 plus 10, 60. All the supply is over. Okay. Now only these 3 boxes are left. Now no need to use least cost method anymore. Of course, what is the value you are going to put here? 40, because store number 4 requires total good 50. So 10 you have supplied, more 40. So this requirement is fulfilled. Okay. And how much you are going to put here? 10. This requirement is fulfilled and of this box will be crossed. Okay. You have understood what I have done. Now what is the thing is that you have to find the total cost. What is total cost? Again same, 20 into 4 plus 20 into 6 plus 50 into 6 plus 10 into 7 plus 40 into 8 plus 10 into 7. This one. Okay. Let me do this with green pen. Okay. Now whatever be the value, you calculate it at your home. Now I'm telling you one very interesting thing, that you can solve the same problem with northwest corner method also. Okay, this problem you can solve with northwest corner method, and then after solving you tally the both the answers you get from northwest corner method and least cost method. Okay, you will of course see that the value you get from least cost method is less than northwest corner method. Okay, thank you very much. Any doubt, you comment in the comment section, and if you are stuck with any problem at your home, you can mail me that problem. I will solve you.